She likes to travel and mingle with the people and living them times, cracking crazy busy deals. I'm gonna say, hey,
Yeah, oh.
and she said,
No big deal, let's do some more. Yeah.
When traveling to a new destination, there's excitement of the unknown. But when you've been around a place, there's the warmth of familiarity. Switzerland makes me feel a little like both. Now this is one country I've seen the length and breadth of. It's beautiful, peaceful, very organized, and very, very expensive. So it will be a huge challenge to create a holiday which is unique and fits my budget. Let's give it a try. For me, this should be no big deal. Now, whether you're on a tight budget or not, tip number 1, when in Switzerland, travel like the Swiss. Get yourself a rail pass. This week, I will head 248 kilometers south of Zurich, all the way to one of my favorite destinations in all of Switzerland.
So from Zurich, you have to get till Visp. That's where you change a train from broad gauge to narrower gauge. And from Visp, my final destination is Zermatt. And though the gauge is narrower, the views just become wider and wider.
These open, stunning views are even better when viewed from an unbelievably large window. Past waterfalls and streams, through tunnels and villages, I was making my way to the celebrated Toblerone mountain, the Matterhorn. Every minute of this 3-hour train ride is so incredible that it seemed like I blinked and I've reached the southernmost health resort in Switzerland.
So I'm at Zermatt. This is where the elevation increases, the temperature reduces, but the excitement simply multiplies.
This quaint-looking tiny village has a lot of tricks up its sleeve. No wonder it's packed with tourists. Home to less than 6,000 residents, the village swells to 20,000 tourists during peak winter months. Zermatt has always been a car-free zone, so most hotels send battery-operated taxis to pick you up. No such luck for me, but
There are many ways of getting around town. You could go on a horse carriage, an electric taxi, cycle, your own 2 feet like most people do, as long as there are no fumes given out.
no pun intended here. During my 10-franc ride, I noticed that there are visibly more travelers than locals. Especially the adventurous lot. So I bet I'll fit right in. But since I'm on a meager budget, I need to dump my luggage and be on my way to find my own adventures.
Zermatt is the mecca for alpine ski and mountain sports. If you come here during winters, this entire place is white with snow and filled with skiers and snowboarders. But this is also one of the few places where you'll find adventure enthusiasts through the year. And come on, if you're here, you've got to go up in the mountain, right?
To get high, you have to pay a price in the form of a ticket.
Good morning. How many mountains can one go up to from here? Okay, so that's 5. Okay, 4 stops. And all the way up, how much is the ticket for?
98.
That is steep.
Got my ticket to a higher place.
I met Oftenblatt Mario, who's a ski instructor, and told me that every year some 3 million pilgrims travel to Zermatt to pay homage to what is thought to be the most photographed mountain in the world. And surprisingly, after Germany, most of them are from Japan. All pamphlets here are available in Japanese, and the restaurant on top even serves miso soup on the menu. Talk about Swiss precision.
Okay.
Good time.
Yes.
Thank you.
Arigato.
Arigato.
9,642 feet? Not high enough for me. Another ski lift gliding over glacier fields, and soon I'll see snow at eye level. Better get dressed for the weather. Don't want to catch a chill. After all, I'm at an elevation of 12,780 feet above sea level. And the air does change a little bit. Here you can ski, snowboard, hike across as long as you've included that in your budget. But this time, I'm going to join the spectators.
This is the highest point in Klein Matterhorn, or the small Matterhorn. And if you don't have any kind of climbing, hiking, skiing, snowboarding, basically if you're just being lazy, then you can get on Europe's highest mountain lift and be all the way up here.
And this is where people gather, celebrate and take back memories. After all, it's the best view of the mighty Matterhorn. Which, by the way, comes from Africa. 90 million years ago, the African continental plate slid over the European plate, giving birth to this mountain. After a clear view of the mountain and a taste of the crisp snow air, it's time for a real meal. Mario told me that they get such bright, lovely sun most times of the year. And the Swiss don't let it go to waste.
Outside you can see there's a 170 square meter solar panel.
Okay.
They produce 22 kilowatts power of electricity.
So the insulation of this room is done with solar
Yes.
energy.
Yes.
This two-layer structure traps heat in its thick walls, creating enough energy to provide all creature comforts, including running of the cable cars. Back to ground level, and everyone here's making optimum use of every bit of the sunshine.
And as soon as you're back in Zermatt, the sun is shining bright, the grass is so inviting, and since everyone else is taking a nap, let's make use of this warmth.
Children are using up their energy and grown-ups preserving theirs. Now this is what I call a perfectly sunny, happy day.
No big deal, let's do some more.
Do you have the NDTV Profit app? All the markets, all the news and your own homemade, ready-made portfolio available there for you.
We will right now answer what you should sell, what you should buy when markets are down.
Download at ndtvprofit.com/apps. Get the best app from the channel you trust.